Welcome to Untold Capers and Crime. This episode is part 2 of Mr. Whitehair's cautionary tale of pop machine piracy. Ready to continue your story, Mr. Whitehair?
Ready. We left off at the beginning of night 2 of a nighttime crime spree of plundering pop machines in about a 300-mile stretch of towns, shopping centers, and anywhere else they get thirsty. Me, Theo, Joe, and Brad. We needed to get a little less than $4,000 in one night traveling in dark territory. Areas we'd never hit, never scouted. Towns we didn't know further than a dot on a map that we didn't even have.
So what happened?
Stupidity. Lots of it, and a touch of the surreal. It started with an all-night restaurant in a town we'll call Derry. I'll admit, it was a juicy target. $4 bill only poppin' water machines next to a fitness and youth center. The problem? It was right next to a restaurant that's open all night. Which means lights are blazing and eyes are peeping all night. It was a risk.
What was the potential take on that spot?
Those machines are guaranteed to get a lot of traffic. The kids on the pop and the fitness center on the water.
Seems reasonable.
The thing was, if we hit these machines, we need to leave this town immediately. It's guaranteed that we are seen. Because of that, it's a walk-up. 2 people slide around to it from the corner, hit it, and walk away with the vehicle parked down the road a ways. People getting seen is less risky than the ship getting seen. Theo wanted to do it, but Joe had cut his hand open the night before. The cut wasn't bad, but he didn't do anything for it, so it was swelling. Joe was the key man. Those locks are hard to turn at first sometimes, and you need to be fast. Open fast, cash out fast, close fast. Only 2 of those 3 things should take more than 10 seconds, and Joe's open and close didn't go much longer than that. Normally, and this is 4 machines, at the same time. For this particular hit, we figured a lookout was needed, so that's where I came in, after Brad's little brain fart the night before at the supermarket.
How'd it go? Did you get spotted?
Yep. A whole group of people ate their eggs, and watched Theo and Joe go down there and start cracking those machines open, while I watched them noticing me watching them. Joe was still quick, and everything seemed to go good, but then after the second, they came running out.
Did the cops show up? Why did they only do 2 machines?
I couldn't tell you if the cops showed up.
We left immediately as planned. Those damn machines had just been stocked. We got spotted for $12.
Still a bit short of heading back to the big city.
It actually didn't come back to bite us until the snitch. We had to go recharge afterward, if you know what I mean. Settle the old nerves.
Got it.
We did stumble on a couple decent spots. Supermarkets and streets with good line of sight mostly. Marked them on the map, so to speak. We considered it recon now for a time down the line a ways. And a couple of construction sites. One had a machine that had almost $1,000 in it alone. We made pretty good money while we were heading north. We figured we should head back south and maybe we'd get enough before dawn. Maybe get a room and sleep a bit before meeting up with Stan. I liked the sound of a recharge in a bed and we were ahead of schedule as far as money. So we headed back south. We hit some areas we had missed coming north. Same types of places. Shopping centers and supermarkets were coming up empty. We had hit the construction sites on the way up, so that well was dry. We managed to stumble across a college town on the way, and like I said before, those are usually pretty good as far as machines with a good amount of use. The problem was it was only about 3 a.m. on a Saturday night. That means drunk college kids. And that means cops everywhere.
How much were you short at the time?
About $1,000. We thought maybe we could slip in, hit a few machines, and get half of it, and then roll out. A couple quick hit and runs, and away we go.
Did it go according to plan?
Nope. We hit 3 machines before we saw something that close enough resembled someone calling the law for us to skedaddle. Net for the town was about $20.
Terrible luck, I guess.
It was for that night, but it was great luck for any future runs. We knew exactly what day of the week to come back next time. Vendors stock on Saturday, so it's as full as it's gonna get on Friday. And we remembered which keys the machines needed. But that was plunder for another time, and didn't help us tonight.
Did you manage to get the whole amount?
I'm getting there. Back towards the big city we went. We went as far as we could on roads we didn't come up on, virgin ground and all. It was slim pickings as far as decent machines to hit, but we did end up putting a dent in the difference. But eventually, we had to get back on the same highway back and right back through Derry.
We were $600 short, more or less at this point, and needed gas and food.
We swung into the gas station to fill up on both. Men, while we ate some gas station crap food, we talked about a plan to come up with what we were short. Theo brought up the 2 machines left next to the fitness center. I said it was a waste of time since their neighbors were empty. Then, Joe brought up a good point. There were 2 of the same machine twice. Maybe they were on a 1-week cycle or maybe different vendors. Why would a vendor waste 2 machines like that? We decided it was worth checking out. Same plan as before. I ran Crow and Theo and Joe hit the machines. There was a cook smoking behind the Denny's, but we didn't care at this point. Time was short. The dude actually waved at them. Like before, they hit 2 machines, and like before, they came running out. But this time, that knapsack they were carrying was full of change. Full of change and full of bills.
Yeah, I meant to ask. What about the coins?
Pull up to a grocery store and dump it in one of those change machines. Stan don't take quarter rolls. Neither do those ghetto boys.
So how much was in that knapsack? Were those machines good ones?
They were nearly empty. Of pop. We got over $6,500 from those 2 machines alone.
That's crazy. Just wow.
If we would have just done them earlier, we might be riding back home by now. We were freaking pumped. That didn't only put us over what we needed, it put us into another deal. 880s for $15,000. That came out to less than 20 per. We got south as quick as you please, got another motel room, and settled in to recharge before the rendezvous with Stan early in the morning. The celebration was on in the hotel. We got an ice bucket, some pop, and some vending machine chips and stuff. We decided to do up what we had left before we re-upped from Stan the Man. There was no problem with me, Theo, or Joe.
Brad flopped like a fish.
And by flop, you mean?
Overdosed. Seized up, no breathing, eyes solid white.
Holy cow. What did you do?
You gotta keep in mind, this was pre-Narcan. There was no magic fix at the pharmacy for overdoses then. What could we do? We didn't know none of that mouth-to-mouth stuff or anything. We tried talking him out of it, shaking him, but he wasn't coming out of it. Finally, willing to try anything at this point, I dumped that big bucket of ice and ice water right in his face, Pops smacking him in the face and all. His legs kicked down, his arms came up, and he took a huge breath.
I'd bet you all did.
You'd win that bet.
Brad was good after?
He was good once he completely came out of it. A bad enough overdose you don't come out of, but before that is a whole spectrum of levels you're lucky to get out of. None of us got any sleep. The party was over.
We headed the last bit to the big city,
Made our deal with Stan, and set course south back home. It was a lot quieter on the way back for a long time. But as Brad got back to being more Brad, we could take stock of the whole thing. We decided to split the plunder up, with Brad getting far less. Of course, it sure as shit wasn't unanimous, but what was Brad going to do? He didn't really do much, but want to stop too many times to pee and almost get us busted. He was getting over $8,000 worth of pills for that.
Total take was 5 years though, wasn't it? 5 years of your life.
Yeah, it's a punch to the gut, but that's the cost. Everything has one, even if the bill isn't due today. Like old boy says, it's easy money till they catch you.
And catch you they did. But that's a story for another time. Any final wisdom for our viewers, Mr. Whitehair?
Crime doesn't pay? I don't know. If you find yourself committing crimes and risking your freedom to support an addiction, it's time to go get some help like rehab or something. You'll either detox there or on a concrete slab. Your choice.
Please like the video and subscribe to the channel.